Good morning, gentlemen of the press. Good afternoon. It's still morning.
It's still morning.
First of all, let me, on the behalf of Pyramid Sports Limited, Anchor Sports United Kingdom and Properties, HRB Sports, and the Rasa Industries, producers of Sebon Premium Water, welcome you to this press briefing. Basically, the briefing is in two phases. One is to tell you about a scouting program that will be coming up on the 12th and 13th of March 2022. It is being it's part of a preparation for the FIDO program coming up in May in Switzerland. The FIDO program is a global tryout where players from all over the world gather every year before all the big clubs to show their talents. These players assemble from all over the world in the presence of coaches from all the top clubs that you know to show what they can do. For the first time, when Pyramid Sports and Anchor Sports UK became involved, of which, like you all know, I am wearing two caps. I am the CEO of Pyramid Sports Limited, which has its own board of directors, which on the board of directors for the first time, I will tell you, there are one or two persons from our midst who are on the board of directors of Pyramid Sports. I am just the CEO. And recently, my appointment by a London company, Anchor Sports and Properties Limited, as the CEO of Sports, which, by the grace of God, I think this is my second month. I decided to bring the companies together to see what we can do in the north. Originally, I was mandated to relocate to London, which I said no, I will not relocate to London. I would prefer to stay back here for some time and work. And one of the reasons why I decided to stay back is why you are here this morning, to see how we can still contribute our own quota to sports promotion and development in northern Nigeria, particularly Kano. So when FIDO came up with the program, ordinarily our company, we are supposed to get individual players to go for the program. I decided to say no. Why don't we go with a team? Let's assemble a team that will go there with at least 22 players, so that our players from this part of the country can also go in bulk as a team to show what they can do. So H&B granted us the permission to say, okay, fine, we can assemble players, we can scout for players and then take them to Europe in May this year. So we got approval from BUK to use their playground. We have spoken to coaches, we have spoken to all critical stakeholders to send their players on 12th and 13th at BUK football ground, old site, by 9 a.m. Basically, I know we want to know if there's a cost implication. The screening is free. We're conducting the tryout is free. Then, those players that are selected, we have a kind of arrangement. It's a tripartite arrangement. The tripartite arrangement is this. Sebon, one of the partners, will be taking responsibility of some of the players from here to Europe. And then Anchor Sports will take care of the bills of some of the players too. And then we also have an arrangement where some of the players can pay for themselves if they so wish. Maybe an agent, you bring a player comes and he's successful and he has an agent and he doesn't want any other person to manage the player. That agent can say, I'm paying for my player. But we are only putting in one condition. Any player that is traveling must give us a guarantee of $2,000, which must not be in cash. It can be in written, it can be in any form, it can be in terms of bond, mostly bond, what we call bond. If you want to know more what is bond, I have a female lawyer behind you there. Maybe if you go to her, she will tell you better what is bond. Bond is a kind of guarantee you sign to say if the player goes to Europe and decide to escape, you are going to pay $2,000. That $2,000 will be used to hunt for that player, arrest him, and bring him back. It's a bond. So it might not necessarily mean in cash. It can be a bond in bond. So basically, this is why we decided to summon you to tell you that this is what we're going to do for our young players. They must be between the ages of 17 and 21.
17?
And 21.
Okay.
And principally, it's a partnership, it's a tripartite partnership. So that is why we summoned you here this morning. It's a tripartite partnership. That is why we summoned you here this afternoon, sorry, to tell you that there's going to be a scouting program in Kano. It is free. It is free for all to attend. Nobody's taking anything from anybody from now up to the trip. But basically, there are expenses you cannot run away from. Basically, maybe along the line, things like your international passport. I think basically we might not be responsible for producing your international passport. You will have to get your international passport yourself. Basically, we might need documents to show that you have no criminal records. And basically, if you are at the age of 17, yes, we can have an agreement with you, although the agreement might be subject to one or two other things. But basically, it's a nationwide project. And that is why, as Sebon is one of our partners who will be supporting us with logistics, we decided to name the team Sebon Football Club. Rasa Industries, they are the producers of Sebon. They have also established a sports business unit in Rasa Industries. I think they will be launching it very soon. So they are also saying they want to go into sports business, but not the sports business that we normally do, where you just open a football club and no. They are opening a full sports unit, business unit at Rasa. So basically, not to waste much of your time, if you have one or two questions, I think I'm available to answer the questions. That is why we are here.